Woo! Welcome back. Welcome back, people. We took a vacation, we took a hiatus, and we needed it. You needed it, but now we're back in your ear loud and clear, and we love y'all for being here. You know what I'm saying? This is your boy Ray. We are here with the Keep It Clean Sports Show. Ray, bucket hat Ray. No bucket hat today, but it's still a hat. And I got my man's. You gonna give a nickname?
Go Blue Abe. That's
Go
what
Blue
we
Abe.
gonna leave.
Okay, yeah.
That's what we gonna leave it for right
Yeah,
now. We
yeah,
we
because
we gonna we gonna figure it out.
you
We
know what
test
I
this one
know.
out.
You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
No,
Yeah.
we're
You
not
smart.
doing that. We're not doing that. That's why I just threw it on out there. I wasn't even gonna let you give no recommendations. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I'm happy to be
Yeah,
here,
man.
man. Hey, I like
Okay.
your little bars to start off the episode. Don't think you slick with that one,
Hey,
but
man.
yeah. No, I
I've
just
been
want
working
to.
on it.
Yeah. No, I just want to give some love to the other side of the pod on the Keep It Clean podcast. Go check them out, man. The main channel. I know Nico shouted us out, and I didn't want to go too long without sending that love back. We appreciate it. I understand you don't want no smoke, and that's cool. We just gonna keep it nice and casual. It's all good, baby. Bodega, Ev. I heard you
Yup.
talking. I seen it. I seen it on the screen, but I ain't seen you here.
Mm,
So I'm just trying to figure out where the debate at. I mean, we can
mm,
Stephen A, sharp it if we need to, but I
mm.
mean, what's happening?
Don't y'all play soon?
We sure do.
Is it this week or next? When do y'all play?
That's a great question. I don't know the answer to
It's
that
somewhere
off
in
the top.
November, right? I know that. It's somewhere in
Yeah,
November. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
No, it's coming up soon.
Mm,
Oh, as a matter of fact, it's in December. So December 14th.
okay. Okay. See. Yeah. Ed might have to make a guest appearance. Ed might
He said he pulling up. I'm just waiting.
Yeah, Ed might have to make a guest appearance, especially with him being a Warriors fan. I'm gonna see you go back and forth, even on the Lakers side. Yeah, I know, man. As far as I'm concerned, Ed know this. The Rams, I guess, because at one point they were in St. Louis,
Yeah.
but the Warriors,
Yeah.
come on.
David is the type of person to get on you about your teams being spread out. Meanwhile, the man is a Falcons fan. You
I
know,
can,
hey, hey, you know what I'm
I can
saying?
explain.
San Antonio fan, Las
I'm from
Vegas
there.
Knights fan. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, it's
See,
all right,
see, the
bro.
difference between me and y'all is y'all go and jump on winning team bandwagons. That's
How you
different.
gonna say that
That's
whenever they weren't
different.
winning and I was there?
When were you in
What do you
Cali?
mean win?
When were you in Cali?
What do you mean win? So
When
when
were,
I
when
was
were,
six,
when were the Lakers
and I'm
losing?
sitting in California with my grandma, we kicking it, watching the game. They wasn't winning jack.
In '99, they won in 2000.
No, 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 no,
what,
no, no.
what you mean, bro?
They weren't winning when I was there, and then they win a couple years later. That's not on
A
me.
couple years. So
That's
now
not
we're
on me. That's not
hey,
on me.
come on, man. A
And I
couple
said the
years.
whole side of the family is LA. So what am I supposed to do?
My side of okay. I became a Falcons fan. First of all, again, I became a Falcons fan the year that they were doing the Dirty Bird, right? Mom's side of the family from Mississippi. So you had to pick between either the Saints or the Falcons.
So
At the
why is
time,
it that you got to pick here, but when I pick
San
here, mine
Antonio,
look crazy?
because San Antonio don't have a football team first and foremost.
Ah.
Because of Jerry Jones. We could double down on that. I might have messed around and been a Saints fan if it wasn't for Jerry Jones.
It's not, you can't blame somebody for their team that their family has roots in, but then I come join, even if they're successful or not, that don't mean that I'm jumping on the bandwagon. That means I'm supposed to go hunt down a team that's hurting and then be like, that's
No.
my team so I could
See,
come up with them.
you leaving out context. You were born in an area where your side of the family already has a
You know what,
team.
man? Let's just go to the first topic. Just go to the first topic, bro.
You know,
I'm so tired of you.
man. You know what?
Whatever.
We gonna go straight into it, man. First, first and foremost, hey, we wish this. There's a spot down in LSU. Marcus Freeman, leave Notre Dame. Right, we could cover the quick one of LSU cook their mans and Lane Kiffin out here scouting out. Lane Kiffin is like a continuous bachelor. He's a continuous bachelor, bro. Florida out here sending the hey big head text as we speak, just letting them know we available. Now, I did see really quick before we get into the rankings, they a clip that came. Was it you that sent it to me? But someone has sent it where he always gave his famous speech. You know how hard it was for me to get here, and I'm really first. It started with OU. Then it turned into USC. You know how hard it was for me to get here. I belong at this college, and then each time he left like 12 days later.
You think he revving up? That's what he doing?
Hey, bro. If there's 2 spots open in the SEC, which is going to be LSU and then Ole Miss, because I do see him going to Florida. This man has lucked up into some situations, right?
Oh, yeah.
They said Saban might return.
I've been seeing that. Now, I don't like how he left the last time with Alabama, because he definitely had the right setup at Alabama for him to just continue that on.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know how I feel about it 100%, but obviously it's way better than what they're looking at now. Brian Kelly over here trying to sue because LSU ain't really technically fired him yet. And all this other stuff that's going on. So it's some stuff happening at LSU, and LSU's trying to right the ship. But bringing a Nick Saban definitely gives you some hope.
Come on, man. You know what? And y'all not low either. So I just want to update y'all that are listening. We doing a 2-man today. We got 2 people that are out. Rudy is somewhere trying to sabotage LeBron as we speak. Right. Right. And we missed last week. It wasn't because of like legitimate reasons. Abe is wearing the sweatshirt as you see, because him and Jamel snuck up to, Ohio State, and they were reading signs. I think they've been taking notes and getting ready to send them to Michigan's coaches, man. I'm just putting it out there.
That's crazy. So a man can't just wear a red hoodie no more.
You know what I'm saying? He had a mask on too, and it was easy because it was snowing. He just kind of like blended in and everything. But
I'm glad you brought it to my attention so I can throw this in the trash. Can't wear. It's a plain hoodie no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I got it.
You went in there incognito. You're not low.
I can't go nowhere incognito.
And of course, as soon as he walked through the stands at his height, oh, you on the basketball team? Shh. I don't know you. You don't know me. Yeah,
right. Well, my business.
And the main reason why we can get straight into the rankings, bro. Obviously, y'all's ops is still number 1. College football finally dropped the playoff rankings for the first time this season. And why'd you take the deep side, bro?
You know why I took the deep side, man. I'm so tired of them. I can't wait to see them at the end of the season. 4 more weeks. That's all I got to say. 4 more weeks.
Oh, man.
And we'll be there.
Yeah, well, one of the 3 undefeated teams left. You got Ohio State at 1. Indiana almost messed up. Hey,
listen, that toe. When you talk about a catch, and we talk about catch of the year, shouldn't even be a conversation. The fact that his other foot lifted so that his inside foot inside or outside? Inside foot could then touch because his outside was coming in, or vice versa. Whatever it was nuts.
Look, the catch is one thing. The ref catching it in real time.
Bingo. MVP.
Because when they showed the frames of him, he's like,
yes.
Hey,
yes.
Hey, my mans, you did that.
You got some peepers on you.
You did that.
We at home with a slow-mo trying to figure it out from 3-4 different angles. You standing there hunched over just checking it out live. Hey, my man, promote him immediately.
Man, there's only been 2 other times I've seen that, because remember they showed the clip of something similar. Was it 2 years ago in the same exact style of play where the toe tap, and then this was like an oldie. This like when I really first started getting back into basketball, when Sean Elliott hit that 3-pointer over the Portland Trailblazers with his heel hovered above the line just to advance. You don't see stuff like that. Great toe tap. Toe tap. Man, so then we got Texas A&M. Hey, man, y'all keep proving me wrong. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Are y'all going to beat Texas?
Listen, the college football playoffs, they're going to do whatever they can to keep Texas in the ranking, because they are pushing that agenda. I'm sorry.
Look, because as of right now, you would have 3 Texas teams in the college football playoffs. They can't have that. They can't. They can't have that. So in this moment, A&M's third. Your other favorite team, Alabama, done wiggled their way all the way up to fourth, bro. The maneuver and glided up to fourth. And honestly, kind of gone unnoticed because other teams keep knocking each other off.
Yes.
And they just happen to, because they only have one loss and you wouldn't know it. It's been a quiet situation. Them being above Georgia is even more funny. Georgia's at 5, Oregon's at 6. Ole Miss is at 7. Lane Kiffin doing his job. Hey man, this is just Lane Kiffin's just continuously doing a dating profile for coaching jobs, bro. That's all he's on Tinder for coaches, man.
He's swiping. He don't care what's happening. He's just swiping.
Now, I love you, Marcus Freeman. I love you, black man. I don't think Notre Dame deserves to be 7.
Now, hey, I will say this. They have fought their way back.
Okay.
Because the beginning of the season was a laughing stock. They have literally won all of those games consecutively. It is one of those things where you were like, we thought you were him, and then we realized you're not. But now he's kind of making his way back to being like, hey, we're still a respectable football team. Now, that being said, being ranked 9th at 7-2, I'm not exactly on that side of it yet. Especially when you have like Texas at 10, and then you've got the Sooners at 7-2, they're 11. You got BYU at 8-1. Like the way Georgia Tech got kicked out the top 10 was so crazy.
Come on, man. And
that was so crazy.
And it was like they were excited for them to lose. Because my particular issue with Notre Dame, you lost 2 of your 3 ranked games.
And they're in the top 10 too.
So you lost to Miami, you lost to A&M. A&M's up there. That was a close game. And then you beat USC, and that boosts you to 12.
Yep.
Like, I get it. Navy was 8-1, but it's no disrespect to Navy.
Yeah.
But come on. Wait.
At the time they played them, they were in the top 10. Like, that's a little crazy to think that they would lose at that time and then come back and still be 9th.
Come on. And then, and not only that, and it's like, as much as we give them crap for it, you're 9th above a Texas and Oklahoma team who has seen significantly tougher competition, right? So I don't, the way you say they're going to force Texas in there is the way that they force Notre Dame in there consistently as well. Notre Dame and Texas do have the, because is it the namesake? Is that what it is? Because they're not Alabama pedigree.
Right.
But they got Alabama money times more.
And they got the notoriety because you've got obviously the Manning at quarterback. You got Marcus Freeman as the head coach. You were just in like the Final Four last year. Like there's going to be some talk that they need to be there just for the dollars.
Now, I do want to just make a note. We can round it out. BYU at 12. You have seen me be on record since at least probably since we met of repeatedly saying, if we're just looking at this 12, we have yet to have a college football champion that is not Nike sponsored. And based on these 12 that I'm looking at, the odds are rather high for another. I say this at least yearly. There was a point where I kept quote tweeting myself saying it yearly, but like just
refresh the page. Yeah,
the facts don't lie.
No.
I think Indiana's Adidas, Notre Dame's Under Armour, BYU Nike.
I think BYU is Nike.
Okay, so Indiana's Adidas, A&M's Adidas, Notre Dame's Under Armour, and Texas Tech. See Texas Tech in there. They just went to Under Armour. Okay, so that's four out of the 12. Okay,
looks like another Nike commercial at the end of the year is coming back.
Say less.
Yeah,
say less.
You know how they love throwing that out there too. As soon as you win, the first commercial come off the screen, Nike be like,
"Say less, bro." Hey, hey, I'm gonna repeat this. If y'all go to the Keep It Clean one-offs, me and the homie Ev, we spoke on this, right? I keep trying to tell y'all. I know it sounds like a conspiracy theory, but as we get into the topic later on, Nike has shaken some hands behind closed doors. Allegedly, that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro. Because what haven't we seen? MLB, Nike. NFL, Nike. NBA, Nike. College football champions. I'm just saying, if you go down the line, it don't matter what your subscription deal is, you're gonna see that check. If it ain't a check, it's a jump man, bro. That's all I'm saying, bro. Speaking of Nike sponsored athletes, was Luka Doncic the downfall of Nico Harrison? We just doing quick transitions, man. We doing quick transitions today.
Now this is when things get a little tricky, right?
Okay.
We've all seen Nico as the figurehead for this call because we all know the owners already came out and said, yep, I made the call. This was me. I definitely wanted this done. Didn't see the fit for Luka. We all said crack, it's just got to be the choice of drug, yeah. But it's one of those things where like, he's the martyr of the situation. Like he's the head of the snake that everybody sees. And so it's just like you have to cut it off in order to move on. So even though this isn't really like the whole Nico stinks up the joint type of, scenario, I still see it as he's got to be the figurehead and he's got to go. So, fans are talking about fire Nico, hate Nico, trying to probably pull up at his house. You know how crazy people are. So
especially in Dallas.
Come on now. And about the Mavericks, come on now. Yeah. There's been too much change since Mark Cuban left. They're not handling this well. You got a lot of people upset. You know what I'm saying? There's been transitions of like this going bad. So
it's funny too, because now it sounds like Cat Williams, Dallas fans is like, y'all have an unnatural allegiance to losers. But okay. Serious, not serious at the same time. This is privy to information because of my former employment. I worked for the state, right? I agree with you. Nico is the head of the snake. And it's easy to make him the scapegoat simply for the fact is like he didn't do anything to deserve this position in the first place. His background does not support him being the GM. He worked at Nike for an X amount of time, and after him smoking the Steph Curry signature, he should have already, I don't know if it was the equivalent of when Reebok dropped the ball on LeBron, because I don't think people predicted Steph to be that, but that's more hindsight for him.
Right.
Sure. But he didn't do anything to say general manager of a basketball team. Right. So fast forward again, I said this when the Nico trade first happened, and then I brought it back up later. You've been in the text messages with me. Mark Cuban sold. He's still a partial owner, but he's not majority, right? The majority owners own hotels and they own casinos. The goal, as they've been putting money in politicians' pockets, and I'm not even saying that in a dirty way, is like they have been consistent owners out here in Texas. The goal was to get casinos and gambling legalized in Texas.
Right.
So in the 2020, the fiscal year 25, which happened in voting year for 2024, gambling was a no. They said no on it. Then fast forward into this year, right around the time the trade happened, the Texas Lottery Commission goes up in flames. They had a whole debacle. Somebody was buying hundreds of tickets from this like warehouse. I'm not even making this up. They kept buying winning tickets, and they did it on the low. Just a quick side tangent. Yeah. They would give you the ticket, and you didn't have to pay for it until you won. But it was some random shop that was selling travel agencies for Montana, set up in Texas. It was in Coppell, bro. So they finally got caught. And it was so dirty because the previous executive director had just retired. And so the new guy was up there getting roasted in front of the judge. It was sweating bullets. So anyway, all this happens, and they're seeing that, which is essentially gambling anyways.
Right.
They block it. So the Mavs owners, the new ones, have been more or less saying, if y'all don't allow gambling in Texas, we will tank the team and take them elsewhere.
Right. Where we can't gamble.
Luka gets traded. We just saw this morning Kyrie and AD apparently on the block.
Yeah.
To be shit. Yeah. Side note for those that aren't here, the Mavs share an arena at American Airlines with the Dallas Stars. You know who didn't re-sign that contract and is currently getting sued by the Mavs as they're trying to leave? That's right. You guessed it. The Dallas Stars. They're not even there no more, bro. all of it just starts to line up in a way. It's just like, what is happening? And if this is the case, was Nico? What do you think that check was like on the back end? Like, hey, dog, we just need you to be upfront, absorb the hate.
Listen, they're gonna chop your head off of this. With that check that you're gonna fall back on when you land, woo, you ain't gotta work another day in your life. Here's some royalties, here's some residuals. Like, I'm sure they got some stock options for him. I'm sure Nico ain't hurting. And I'm sure before all this happened, he wasn't hurting. But I know for a fact after this, he ain't. Like, you look at it kind of like the Kansas City Chiefs situation too, right? Because they talked about, hey, we might have to dip if we can't get the stadium we're looking for. Because remember, that didn't get passed either.
Right.
So, like, if they can't get the stadium, you know they got the revenue, they've got the team, they've got the name. Pat signed for 8 more years. You know, like, this is something they can easily do without having any repercussions. They can dip. And so if it's one of those things where, as Dallas fans, I know they would hate, and being as I like live there, I know that they would hate to watch the Mavericks leave. And I know Mark Cuban would literally do whatever it takes to try to make that not happen, but not being a majority anymore, it's not really in his hands.
Right.
I mean, he got a crazy payout, so I understand, but like, it's one of those things where you're right. They're setting up the dominoes. You're watching everything come into effect, going, "Oh, you love these guys? That's nice. Bye." And they're just sending them out for crumbs. And then they're just like, you know, what's happening? AD and Kyrie being up for conversation is wild, because those are literally your pinnacle players right now, if healthy.
Right.
That can help you, you know, propel to the next level. You know, I love the Cooper Flag acquisition. I'm sure there wasn't any dirty, you know, under the table deals done for that one, but you know,
because even for the AD and Kyrie situation, specifically with Nico, these are the same guys that you were making the argument for just 6 months ago, talking about we're looking for defense. These are the guys that we need to win. You were talking about y'all are a championship pedigree team. That's what you were saying.
Yeah.
Right. And just for it to fast forward, like no one predicts an ACL tear. That wasn't supposed to happen, right?
Yep.
With Kyrie. AD has been called street clothes by Chuck. Excuse me. AD being hurt isn't surprising,
right?
I guess, but you were calling him one of the players that you needed.
Yeah.
Even though LeBron's currently sending the text of "Hey, big head" to both of them, you just can't. What you can't do is set me up with another Lakers trade and make it that obvious. And we know this. We're aware. We see it. Right.
I was just about to say, did you see what I saw?
No, I didn't. Put me on.
Okay, so I saw something out there that said they're trying to rework the Laker trade. They're trying to open it up. I don't know how they do that. It's set in stone. But basically, I think what they're trying to do is spin the block. They're trying to send Kyrie, AD to LA, and we give up Keebler, you know, Dalton Connect, and 2 first-rounders, and we get to spin the block back. I heard, not saying, I'm not ESPN, I'm not no confirmed sources, just swiping through Instagram like the rest of y'all, and that's what I saw. And I thought to myself, obviously as a Laker fan, I'll do that. But you know, just it's got crazy upside. So like, I'm cool with the, you know, the risk. But right now, how the boys are playing, I don't want to touch anything that we got going on right now. We're playing at such a high level.
Like y'all would benefit well with a better post, yes. But you're going to sit here and then tell me, and especially in the span, it's not even a calendar year. In the span of a calendar year, if you pull this off, throw the whole league away. If you pull off a situation where you finagle Luka for some Frankenbeans and then get the 2 players that you sent back to have a lineup of Austin Reeves, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, LeBron James, and Anthony Davis, burn the league. David Stern would appear
as a ghost,
as reincarnated, with nothing but flames as he crawls out of his grave, going straight to Adam Silver's house. There's just no possible that'd be insanity. That would genuinely be insanity. And it's one of those too, in the midst of our reoccurring theme that we've had on the sports show, their ties to the gambling situation is like what I do feel I don't have anything here for this. I don't have any connect the dots, but I do feel there will be something that just appears out of nowhere where because you own casinos. You own casinos. You manipulating the line of money is just kind of right there. Y'all are tanking. You do have Cooper Flag. You made it look obvious, but I don't think in hindsight, if you were just going to fire Nico right down the line, I don't think they even really wanted Cooper. They didn't want the number one pick. That was just, come on, man. It would have been too obvious on the other side, too, if you didn't give him a high pick.
I honestly think the Cooper thing had to happen because you still got to sell tickets. So right now, Cooper's selling tickets because people just want to see him coming to the game. So I think as far as like moving on, you still need players on the floor that's going to sell tickets, regardless of where that stadium is.
Okay.
But I think right now you have to make sure you got something on the back end. So I think getting rid of the old dead weight might be what they're looking to do. Because I even heard conversations about Clay being tossed in the mix. I think it's just a whole reset. Like seriously, I think it's just a whole reset for them where they just get some young players. They say we're gonna build this on the back of Cooper Flag, and then we're gonna keep it pushing. Because right now, that's what it looks like.
Honestly, at this point, I mean, I hear you with Clay, but trading Clay is the equivalent of trading us. That man's in love. He's done. He getting a relationship.
He bought a crib.
Come on, man.
Man, he ain't going nowhere. He might as well retire.
he went from practice and shooting to shooting in another arena right now, bro. Like he is solid, though. He's solid.
On the bench, like, man, when this game gonna be over?
Yeah, so man. Look,
gonna kick it with Meg.
And you could tell, even when she talks, she know nothing about basketball. Nothing about no basketball, which is cool. Which is cool, man. You know what you about to see? You know how they always show the players arriving in the tunnel with their outfit? He gonna keep listening to her. He gonna pull up in the anime outfit out of nowhere, knowing good and well Klay Thompson never been in that, but she is. He gonna come down looking like Luffy from One Piece.
look, his NBA tunnel fit right now is Meg. He be keeping her going through the tunnel with him whenever he goes through. His outfit is Meg, so I get it, bro.
The way she been in the media, album coming soon. Just I said it first, album coming soon.
And she done already dropped a track showing out for Clay. So I mean, I know y'all seen that music video, so they ain't look at me crazy because my wife has showed me too.
Come on, man.
We watch it together.
You don't even have to say that. We watch it together. We put it on replay.
I'm like, no, I ain't seen that. Let me see.
Yeah. For science, bro. Film study. All right.
I'm like,
I do want to touch this really quickly.
Okay.
John Morant. What's the word?
I mean, you bring in a new coach, he's obviously not gelling with.
Mm-hmm.
In most of these situations, the team gets rid of the coach. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen here, but that's usually what happens. You have a star player who says, I don't like you. Coach goes, I don't like you neither. The talent usually wins out. However, most talent doesn't have this track record.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, now, to be fair, it's been 2 years. Like, 2023 was when the last gun incident happened, right? The last major suspension for 25 games, like all that stuff. But that's still on your record. Like, that's not, like, we're not so far removed where you can just act out now. So, like, now he's catching an attitude. He's doing these, like, interviews, talk to the coach. I know you're frustrated, bro. Like, we get it. Like, we're frustrated for you. But, like, I don't think it's your turn to be like, nah, this is crazy. You're getting paid $200 million. You got a track record on you. Things ain't going your way right now. That's fine. But I think you got to buckle down right now. Because if you want somebody else to, like, come and get you, I'd rather you be like, man, this is getting on my nerves, but I'm here to play ball. I'm here to work it out, whatever they need from me. Because then I think more teams would be more inclined to be like, yo, we need to go grab him. Let's throw the house at it. Let's go get him, rather than just kind of looking at a situation where he looks stuck.
How do you feel about the situation with that? He doesn't want to be there, and they don't want him. How does that look?
He doesn't want to be there, and they don't want him there. They can blackball him. They can put him on the bench. They can start doing the Pat Riley rule, where they start telling you you're detrimental to the team, and then they start fining you every other week and not giving you your normal pay and, making sure that things don't line up the way that they did before. I mean, there's a few ways you can go about this where it could really be hurtful to him because it can hurt his pockets and it can hurt his image and his time. So if all of those three things line up, it becomes a hard hill to get over.
Does that benefit them though? Because he is a ticket seller.
Of course it does, and that's why I think they'll ride with Ja because it's the talent that pays the bills, not the coach, right? And if the coach ain't getting the team together and the talent ain't working, I'm more inclined to get rid of the coach than I am to ship a player. You don't get a Ja Morant every year, so the fact that you have him and you have him under contract, you should be able to mend whatever you got going on.
Do you think they have to ship him now? Because we saw this. I don't know if you saw the clip. It's rare that I'm going to invest stock into what Gilbert Arenas says just because I enjoy you for entertainment purposes. I'm going to let you rock out, right?
That's my dog.
You know what I'm saying? And I get it. But he did mention the fact of it's now a lose-lose situation because now that the other teams know he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
They're not trying to trade anything crazy for him because it's like y'all already have a bad situation. So why would I give you a whole bunch of whatever? You know what I'm saying? Why would I need to do that if y'all are already going to break up and do this whatever? So here's some chips.
Yep.
For what's essentially is Ja Morant going somewhere else, and we know his personality and just the energetic type of player that he is. As soon as he lands in another jersey, he's putting up numbers. We know this.
For sure.
We know this.
He's gonna be free.
And they know this.
Mm-hmm.
Is it you just have to get what you can in this current moment?
It smells like AD all over again. Like when AD said, I ain't going nowhere but LA, it really just it stopped everything. Because then all these other teams that were throwing these crazy offers at them just stopped.
Yeah.
So right now, with him being disgruntled, you definitely see some GMs licking their chops like, all right, so how do we get him for a bargain? But I think if you want to be the team to actually get him, you're going to have to give up something that's worthwhile.
You can't even punish him. That's the fun. I think that's what makes this interesting because there's not like a punishment team currently.
Yeah.
Right. Like even for the Wizards. Okay, the Wizards.
Purgatory. I mean, come on.
Who else?
I mean, playing for Charlotte's not fun right now.
But you have Lonzo.
You got Lonzo. You got LaMelo. Yeah, you're right. LaMelo. You've got Bridges. You got some players there, but it's still not
some
fun.
Bad influences. That's
exactly. It's still not fun. That'll be a backslide for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I think about some of the teams that aren't doing hot in the league. And I think it would just be worse for him in that situation. Again, they did send off a bunch of his counterparts,
yes.
Bane being gone. Those are key pieces. I mean, Brooks, say whatever you want about him, but no one likes Draymond, but he's the glue to their team. So figure it out. So you send all those pieces away. You're trying to reconnect with a few other ones, and then you're like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm trimming your minutes too. He's like, what? You know what I'm saying? What do you mean you're trimming my minutes? You took all the talent away. Now it's on me to get it done.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me, no, we're taking the minutes away and get it done in the minutes that I give you. And then you're not on one accord with getting things done. It's too much.
Trade him for Zion.
Does that really help Memphis though?
It's more about the fact that both of them aren't thriving in their situation. And you might give Zion a fresh new outlook because Zion's in shape now, but he's still kind of injury prone. You don't want him to backslide. You send Ja down there in what's pretty much an open market of New Orleans. You can make Zion and add a piece around him work in Memphis. You got Edie, you're building him up. You still have Triple J, and I don't know. I don't think it's a perfect fit. I'm just throwing it out there. If you see two stars on the market,
yeah, I'm listening.
You know what I'm saying? New Orleans could get more for Zion right now, currently, yes. Even though it's not too much of a gap simply for the fact you're always injury prone. So bad reputation, injury prone is starting to balance out. Do you have a higher ceiling for Zion?
I don't know. I think it's a decent swap. I'm not mad at it. Obviously, you're talking about two different positions though. So, like, are you really feeling what you need in that? Not sure. But as far as it being like a talent swap, I don't like Ja's not a great 3-point shooter. Neither is Zion, and they both attack the rim. The only
Right.
difference is one comes out of a 6'9", like brick house body, and the other one comes out of a twig that can literally jump over anybody in the league. I don't see where it's wrong. I just
Right.
don't know if the fresh start for either one of them really puts the team in a position to like be successful moving forward. Whenever you make that type of trade, you want to be coming up on something. And I'm
Right.
not sure either team comes up on anything if you just swap the two.
I think if you give Ja an opportunity to develop a jumper, he might be one of the scariest. But because
no, for sure, that's all he's missing.
Yeah, and then I think the thing about it is like just 2 years ago when all this was going down, they were ranking him as one of the top point guards.
Yeah,
it's not like his numbers just fell off, and now they're trying to throw dirt on his name as if it's like, man, he's not even top 10. It's like, since when? But hey, we know how the media goes. We understand that game,
right?
Speaking of media, I heard you cried a couple of tears. You couldn't see the Cowboys game last week on Monday night. You logged in. You logged into YouTube TV to watch them and the Cardinals, which is a terrible, terrible Monday night game. And ESPN said, "Hey, remember when Ray said we dominate the market because Big Daddy Mickey over here kind of started scooping things." How do you feel about this beef that's going on specifically with ESPN and YouTube TV, man?
I'm glad you brought this up. And the sad part about it is it didn't even wait till Monday night. It was a Friday going into a Saturday morning college football situation. So you mean to tell me like how like most people's Saturdays are centered around like the big games that start at 9, 10, 11, whatever, and you kind of get it going for the rest of the day. There's some mid games in between that you kind of check up on, but the bigger ones happen in the evening so that way you can like kick off your Saturday, right?
Right.
So Friday night, they send that, message like, sorry, not doing it. Saturday happens, you ain't got no games. Sunday, none of. Monday, You're like, hang on a second. So I'm like most people, I'm waiting it out. Okay, the beef will end. These two sides will come together. If the Crips and Bloods can find a way to figure it out, why can't we? Let's figure it out. And then you go mess around. Tuesday come around, we still sitting there like, okay, they gonna get it together. Wednesday, come on. Thursday, it's on Prime anyway. We're good. Friday comes around, I'm sweating, okay? Because there's usually one college football game that comes on Friday, and then Saturday is a big day again. Nada. You know what I did, David? I did exactly what them fools wanted me to do. I upped my subscription with ESPN and the bundle. So somehow the bundle deal that I've been paying before, right, $29.99, and then this new deal that has ESPN Unlimited is the same price. Go figure. For the first year, go figure, right? So then I'm like, no big deal. Let me just subscribe. Mind you, it's $44 next year whenever that bad boy renews, right? So I'm sitting here thinking, I'll go back to the regular one whenever YouTube and them figure it out. We're going on 2 weeks now. I'm gonna need them to figure it out because
they not gonna figure it out, bro. Look, the monopoly has begun, right?
Right.
We've already seen Hulu get absorbed.
Right.
They've been bought out completely. All your Hulu is showing up on Disney. Hulu Live TV is now all of a sudden they went from, we only get the hockey games, but hey, y'all don't like Google, but you love us, because hey, I'm Mickey. I got Disney, I got ABC, and I got your sports, and you need me.
Also too, we've got Hulu Live TV. Come on, man. We see the play. Like it's not rocket science. We see the play. We know that you want us to move over to Hulu, but YouTube is our platform that we like. I like YouTube TV. Unlimited DVR space. I got to put it to where I can record all the shows when it comes out. I ain't got to hit record every time, all this other stuff. I'm sure Hulu got some good tricks. I'm sure. But what I do like is what I already got. All right? Everybody keep raising the prices. We still talk about the same. This don't make no sense, David.
Yeah, look, man.
Okay?
You know what's even more funny? in this moment, because this is how I found out about it. I'm in Dallas, right? I'm out. I'm on a work trip, whatever. I'm moving around, and so the lady hits me like, "Hey, where's the Monday night game?" And I'm like, "On ESPN." Right? It's like, just hit her back. ESPN. What you talking about? Cool. And then she's like, "Nah, it's not there." And I was like, "Oh yeah, they're beefing." Right? Cool. I said, "But it's on ESPN." Like I pulled up the app. I see the game. I didn't press play, but it shows that it's live on the ESPN app. And she's like, "Nah, it's not playing." I was like, "But it's right there." And then when you click it, it goes, "You don't
Takes
have
you
it."
to the next screen. You need ESPN Unlimited, sir. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm sitting there thinking the bundle, I've been paying this the whole time.
That's what I
can
thought
just
I
go over and
had.
watch the game.
That's what I thought. Look, because the way I'm looking
We
at
ain't
it,
the only ones.
So I'm meeting up with one of our homies, right? I'm meeting up with a Christian. I'm going to get some food. So we're trying to find a place. They got it playing in all the bars. So in my head, I was like, no, it's like right there. I see it.
Right.
Right. So then, so fast forward. I'm like you. I didn't think too much about it Saturday because I was moving around. So I was busy. But then Monday came just out of habit. Like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Finish up with work, get this workout in, come back, and you know it's about to be on. Huh? Damn, they still had it. Man, and the funniest part about it, man, YouTube TV right now, they open the door and Spectrum and ATT is like, yeah, come over here. Now you know how I feel. Sit your little ass down. Oh, you want it to be just a free, no wire streaming platform for cable.
I want to be different. Yeah.
That's like when you had to run back to the old heads. It's like, yeah, you said the system didn't work.
Now, yo, check this out. Now, here's a real kicker, right? Tell me why I'm watching a game on ESPN. One of the banners in the background is YouTubeTV for the game, but we can't even watch it. How does that make sense?
Like,
I'm like,
oh man, because you know what's coming up, the college football playoffs.
Come on, man. Not the end of the season where the games actually matter, and you've got real rivalries playing. Like, you know what I'm waiting on, right? Ain't no way in the world I'd be thinking, yeah, that right there. Come on now.
NBA Finals. Come on, man.
Nah, we're not playing this game.
You know what just hit me right now in this moment? Y'all took Chuck, Shaq, Kenny, and they on ESPN. You, woo, Mickey.
Listen, this play has been a long play. This is one of the ones where you ask homie, why are you still with her? He looking at the long game. That's exactly what's happening right now. They looked at us and said, "Oh, y'all play these little games all you want to. When you know you gotta come see me, when you gotta go through me, I don't want to hear it. And I'm raising the price. What you gonna do about it?"
I'm about to activate my full light skin privilege. I'm gonna slide in Minnie's DMs. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure out a way.
It's your fault. Nikki ain't happy, and this is your fault, man.
Bro, because it's like again, Ev and I touched on this on one of the episodes. I might put it in the link for this description because we're seeing certain things play out. They got a stranglehold on all of it.
This is a monopoly, like in real life.
In real time, man. I don't even know what Spectrum, AT&T, it's going to take all of them to jump them. Spectrum, AT&T, Netflix, HBO Max, Showtime. It's going to take Paramount. They don't have to jump Disney, bro.
Yeah.
You took
meanwhile, some of those platforms that you just named off are still eating with ESPN.
It's not that they're necessarily eating with them. They got forced to bend the knee the way that they're about to do YouTube. Because remember, what was it, 2 years ago? I think it was Dish Network. Most of us just didn't have Dish. But they went through the same thing where they weren't able to play certain football games, and they had that same banner, band with us to go whatever. And I think they figured out some type of deal. But it wasn't the major market because most of us don't deal with satellite. Now, it's like most of us have been trying to circumvent the cable companies for a minute. We found a way.
And we back. Because what the whole debacle behind this, and I was looking into it, is that YouTube TV is like, well, we don't want them channels. We just want, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, because this is all the money right here. They said, yeah, that's cute, but you're gonna take this plus the Big Mac meal with it because this all come together. And they throwing out, a crazy number, and they're like, no, because this ain't making us no money. They said, yeah, it ain't making us no money either, but you're gonna pay it.
I paid for the NFL Network package. I thought I could circumvent the system.
Tell me why I'm on Red Zone thinking the same thing. They just giving updates. I'm like, oh man.
This came with it. I thought this guaranteed me all the NFL games. Like, yeah, y'all over here. I'm just accessing my. I got a few coins. I saved it for this season, and you still took it from you. Oh, I want to call you a whore.
And then they're gonna hit you with an email. We're gonna give y'all $20 back on this.
$20? I don't want no $20. I want the game, bro.
Bundle cost me $30. I'm gonna need at least that back. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna at least leave my bread back. Like,
if we all gave you the $20 back, can you go to Disney and jump somebody? Like, I just film that. If you're not gonna give me the game on Monday, show me you whooping somebody's ass, dog. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
just put a Mickey Mouse outfit on and then get to work. Just get to work, baby.
I want you protesting outside of Disney World and Disneyland. I want to see pickets running around. Bring us our chance.
It's been way too long, bro. Not for no TV negotiation. What are y'all doing? Okay, what time y'all got on your hands? Ain't somebody supposed to be at the office on Monday morning? I'm trying to figure out what's going on. We going on 2 weeks, and you just acting like everything's sweet. I'm about to cancel. Like, I'm over here trying to hold out with you, but I'm about to cancel.
I would have had somebody outside to kidnap Stephen A. and Pat McAfee.
Now do your show. Now do your show. Yeah.
Now what?
Yeah, good luck with Jay Williams and all them. Now do your show. Yeah.
I bet all of a sudden you hire Jalen Rose back, huh? No, exactly. Put the game back.
I am so tired of this, man. They gotta figure it out. They gotta figure it out.
That is a fact, man. Well, we had a quick episode for y'all, man. It was a quick hiatus, but you saw we got straight to the point. We got a couple homies in recovery. That's just the old heads on the pod. We got a new homie coming soon that's going to introduce him. Abe going back to his spying days. We going to see him up. Just if you put on the Ohio State game Saturday and they pan to the crowd and you just see someone going like this, it's probably Abe, and Jamel's on the opposite side.
The disrespect is crazy. I'm burning this hoodie.
You done swap sides, man. You know what I'm saying? He's stealing signs. We already know what the game is. But this was another episode of Keep It Clean Sports. Like, comment, and subscribe. Find us on TikTok. Find us on YouTube. Find us on Instagram, and continue to comment. We appreciate everything that y'all are doing. But this was an easy episode, and we will see y'all soon. And we are out of here. And follow Abe.